Cool was the movie. And he turned around and said something that should be, spoken on all of the so-called racist channels. And I know that most white people, when they heard him talk about that, had to have definitely reflected on what he said. And if anybody has seen that movie and saw that part where Cedric began to tell them about how we gave you your cool, we nurtured you, we give you, I remember it, I'm paraphrasing, of course, but black people actually essentially gave you an essence and bettered your whole lifestyle, gave you a reason to feel the universe, to be interactive with. I mean, I look on television today and in the movies, and they're slapping pounds and they're talking about this and everything. I say, wait a minute, where are the black people? I see white people talking like black people. But it's like we're missing. And it reminds me of the time when Elvis Presley, or even going further back to these perpetrators like Gene Kelly and what's that other dancer? Fred Astaire and all of them. And I used to be, and I used to look at the black and white television, and my mother would show, I would look at this television, and I say, wow, there's some serious dances. My mother said, that's nothing. My mother said, those are the copycats. Those are the fools. And she told me the story about them going down to the Cotton Club, and the brother at the big bouncer guard at the Cotton Club, when they see them come walking in and say, you coming in for your lessons. Yeah, he used to tell Fred Astaire and all of them who come to the Cotton Club to watch the new dances and the steps that they would be doing. So see y'all coming in for your lessons. See?
Yes, sir.
So they knew back then that we were actually the purveyors. And I mean, if you look at these 1930s and 40s where they're over there dancing and looking like artificial black folks, you know that they weren't the ones singing like that. They didn't sing those three-part harmonies. They didn't dance like that with the stepping and so forth, like the Step Brothers and the Nicholas Brothers and all of the stuff that they were doing up in Harlem. It's the same thing with rap. When this brother was speaking about Eminem, he comes out. Eminem was this generation's Elvis Presley.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, again, it's becoming more and more, it's becoming more and more laughable, but it's pathetic because we don't get to actually give jobs to the next generation so that the next generation of Disney brats essentially now has a whole new persona that they stole from young black people so that they could now employ their little children so that they can come on TV and act black and get a job.
Absolutely, Brother Phil. And I want to state this to the Dino Dean family. Remember this one thing. Education, in my humble opinion, is a race. And what I mean by that is when we hand our children and put them in the public school system and different ethnicities are quote-unquote training our children, they will never, and I'm going to repeat, they will never train our children to compete properly with theirs. It's just common sense. They will never do that. So I think we need to come together and like Brother Valentine said, a group of 20, 25 people, $10, $20 a week, and we can get retired teachers to train our children properly.
Mm-hmm.
Brother Valentine, we're coming to the end of our show, but before I let you go, please let us know about the wonderful online university that you have so people can become more enlightened with their Kemetic side.
I would be happy to. First, I'd like to also say that my wife, Dr. Nalani, for those of you who are in the New York area, she will be in New York to give a lecture seminar on, when is that?
That's Friday the 19th.
Friday the 19th of this month. And anyone who wants information on that, they can call our number here at the university, and that's area code 386-456-9279. Again, that's for Dr. Nalani's visiting New York area to give a presentation called Healing Cancer from Within. This is something that most people don't have the knowledge of. It's an excellent video. And it pretty much is saying everything that we've been saying in New York for the last 25, 30 years about self-healing. But it's also good that everyone else knows that the energy is spreading. Now, about our school, and thank you for mentioning that, Brother Dino, We have a university here that we began in 2006. We were the first to introduce an online live university that was actually picked up by Dr. Leonard Jeffries and Dr. James Smalls when they were creating their school over in Accra, in Ghana. And from that idea of using online business, it was used automatically for business across continents. Different corporations were using it. We decided to use it as a university, and we called ours the University of Commission Sciences Online. And we give three major curricula. In our curricula, we have three major, what do you call that? Courses, that's the word. And one is metapsychology or metaphysical psychology. The other is classical naturopathy, centering on the hygienic sciences, and the other is Medunetia. And on staff is one of our top linguists in the country in Medunetia, and that's Dr. Raketi Amen, and also taught by Dr. Nalani, who is also a linguist. So for those of you who wish to know about our curricula and when we are starting our next semester, please call area code 386-456-9279. And for those of you who have children who are in school or who wish to not have the vaccination exemption package, have vaccination of your children, they could call us at the same number for the vaccination exemption package. And that is, again, 386-456-9279. Again, that's February 18th, on Friday, February 18th, 2011, there will be a documentary, a full-length documentary on giving hope instead of fear about cancer. And the admission is free. It's called Healing Cancer from Inside Out. It will be held at TRS, and that's 44 East 32nd Street on the 11th floor. Seating is limited. Please arrive early. And with that, Brother Dino, thank you for your kind invitation, and to your Dino Dean family, thank you for your kind attention.
Brother Phil, love you, sir. You do a fantastic job for us, and I appreciate you so much. And that lecture is going to be done in New York, you say?
Yes, it will be in New York. It's at TRS. It's a place on 32nd Street on the 11th floor, and it's February the 18th, and that's at 2011, of course. And the time is from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., and that's Eastern Standard Time for those of you who are interested. But do come, because you will definitely not forget what this video has to say. It is profound. And of course, most of the people in medicine now, those doctors who have now become heretics of their own church, are now taking claim for them teaching the people about healing through good food and nutrition. But that ain't nothing new, as those people who are familiar with us in the grassroots community, we've been doing this since the last 35 years.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Phil. And remember, everybody in the New York area, the brother said it's free. So y'all go on and come on out and put some fat on your head. Brother Valentine, thanks so much. I'll be talking to you.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. You have a fantastic day.
You too.